Hey guys, it's appleminte. Welcome back again to my channel. So for today's video, as you can see by the title, we are doing another Drawing Your OCs video. But today I am doing a mermaid edition. Since it is still May and I've been drawing mermaids every video this month, I decided why don't we do another themed OC video, and today mermaids seemed pretty perfect, so why not? So I asked you guys in a community tab post to send me your mermaid related OCs or characters, things you want me to draw. So I'm really excited to show you guys what I came up with for today's video. But before we get into that, I just want to say a quick thank you to today's sponsor. A big thank you to today's video sponsor, Tropicats. Tropicats is a free-to-play match-3 mobile game where you can play puzzles to progress throughout the story and earn coins and materials to decorate and build Tropicat Island. There are different objectives within each puzzle, such as freeing the baby bird, collecting a certain kind of fruit, collecting totems, and more. You can decorate Tropicat Island and meet new characters living there. And if you like more of a challenge, you can even replay some of your favorite levels on a harder difficulty and earn even more rewards. It's a great game to just sit back and relax with, and it really helps to break up the day. I've been playing it at night a bit before bed, and personally, I find that it's a really great way to unwind, as well as it's really fun. So check out the link in my description to download the game for yourself. It's a lot of fun, and I really would recommend checking it out. So thank you again to Tropicats for sponsoring today's video. So I'm not gonna make you guys wait any longer, let's just get right into it. So this first character was sent to me by somebody named Sapphire. They don't have a name, but that is totally fine because their design was so cool and it really drew me to it, and I really just had to draw it. That's kind of how these things work, right? I see a drawing and I'm like, I need that, I need to draw it. So this one, you'll notice that it's a little different than a normal conventional mermaid. When you think mermaid, you think regular girl with fishtail, but this one is more jellyfish inspired, and I really, really like that idea. I know like people have done that before in general, but I saw this in my inbox and I was like, I love all the colors, I love all the details, and I really want to draw it, right? So for this one, you'll notice that I did a horizontal pose. In some of my, well, I guess in all of my OC videos in the past, I always do a vertical pose. This might not be a big difference to you guys, but I normally am used to drawing things on vertical paper like that. But because this is a mermaid themed video, and mermaids are typically swimming or in some kind of motion sideways, I really wanted to just take, I guess, take that opportunity and try something a little different. And like I said, I know it's not a huge difference, I know it's not a breakthrough, but it's just something that I kind of thought about while I was creating this character. So I really wanted to take advantage of all the little frills and all of the little details that are coming out from under her outfit, I guess you could call it. Like, I know it's part of her body, but it's also her outfit, so whatever you want to say. And I had a lot of fun. I noticed, I guess, when I was doing this video, how much fun I have drawing jellyfish. It's not something I draw very often, but creating them in this video made me realize how fun they are to draw, especially that little guy in the top right corner who's just kind of floating along and he's having a fun time. I don't know. I just, that one gave me a kick. But yeah, the coloring for this video, I really liked the colors. Like I said before, I felt they really went well together. I've seen things sometimes where it's like you add too many colors and then it becomes either like muddy or too busy, and you know, you don't feel like there's a consistent theme. But even though this one had I guess 4 or 5 different kinds of shades of colors within the outfit, we had some aquas and some greens and purples and blues and pinks. I felt everything went really well together, so I liked the placement of everything. The colors were well spaced. It didn't feel like there was too much of the same color next to each other, so that is, I guess it's more of a compliment to the original artist. But there's a lot of different textures I wanted to play with here, like with the hair specifically. It doesn't have that regular hair strand-like texture. It's more, I guess, the top part, the cap, whatever you call that body part of the jellyfish, how it's got that kind of very shiny, very smooth texture to it. and you know, it's underwater, so it's wet. It's just, I wanted to give that look to her hair. It's all kind of one big piece rather than multiple parts like normal human hair is. So I thought that was cool and different as well, and it went really well with the whole theme of jellyfish mermaid girl. And you'll notice in the reference art that they provided that there's a lot of shininess, a lot of white lines and shines all over it. And if you know my art, you know that I like adding shininess to my artwork in some regard. So I was excited to work with that as well because I felt that it really conveyed the point that of all the textures, I guess, that are on her, that she's underwater, and like I said before, jellyfish have that kind of shiny texture to them, and the more white highlights and things you add to something, you know, that can help convey that texture as well. And she also had all those little white dots on, I guess, the pink dress part. I don't really know what to call it, dress or body part of her, as well as the little cap on her head and her hair. So I felt, oh, also on her outfit, her shirt, whatever. And I felt that that also helped to add a lot more detail and personality to everything. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with this one. Thank you so much for sending her to me. And if you guys enjoyed watching me create this character, let me know in the comments below. And now on to the next one. So this next character was sent to me by somebody named Artist Forever After, and this is their character Coral. You'll notice in the reference image that was sent to me that they are based on a clownfish. I guess if you're getting the theme for this video, I chose mermaids that were not conventional mermaids, I guess, just because I was really drawn to how different they looked and I wanted to try them out. So that, you know, that goes for this one as well. And they gave me a little description of the character. Basically, I think I drew them a little too old. Actually, now that I look back, I drew them more as like a teenager than the description says they're originally 12, so oops, that's my bad. But they're strong-willed, argumentative, energetic, and independent thinker. So that I wanted to make a pose for her that kind of conveyed that she's just, I don't know, a happy mermaid. She's energetic. She's playing with a little fish, which I did not draw in just yet, but you'll see that in a second. And so, like I said before with the other drawing, I wanted to do these kind of horizontal poses to fit more of everything in and make a little scene out of it. So just trying little different things here and there and trying to make my poses a little bit more dynamic, or, you know. For this character, I really loved the design. I loved the hair especially. You'll notice when they actually sent me 3 reference photos, but I only put one up there for you guys to see. But for the hair especially, I just loved how it really carried that clownfish theme in with a pattern on a clownfish. You'll notice there's the white and the orange stripes, but in between there's a thicker black line that it's smaller than the white and the orange, but it's not just a regular outline. It's got a thickness to it. So it is part of the pattern, and I wanted to make sure after I threw in some of the colors, I went and took my larger, I guess I used the 0.8 outlining pen, micron inking pen, whatever you want to call it, and I went ahead and outlined around all of those white areas to symbolize that white with the black outline, like in the pattern of a clownfish. And so for her hair, I played with a bunch of different oranges. I had a lighter orange, a medium orange, and then a few darker ones, and I just kind of played with a bunch of those. She's got a little headband in her hair, so sometimes coloring around those can be a little difficult, only because I love to add lots of shininess to hair in general. And when there's a headband in someone's hair, sometimes that like covers the area where I would normally put highlights, so I just had to move them down a little bit. It's fine. But yeah, as you can see here, I'm adding in all of the darker black outlines all around where the colors will break up, and you'll see me add all the color in a moment on her outfit and everything like that. But yeah, I really liked how creative this one was. I don't usually see clownfish inspired things as much. It's mostly just, like I said before, like when you think mermaid, you think conventional, you know, just regular girl with a fishtail, but this is like a different kind of fish. So I thought that was really fun, and I really wanted to play around with that. And like I said, I wanted to make her kind of just laying there, playing with her little fish. I added 2 in just for fun and some seaweed around her to symbolize that she's like laying in, I don't know, the bottom of the sand with the seaweed. And then for the tail itself, I wanted to make it like a gradient of orange into white, So I used a darker orange into a lighter, and then I used my colorless blender around the edges to blur it out into the white. So, I mean, that's another use for the colorless blender. Just blur it out when you have something that blends into white and you want it to look more gradient. But yeah, that is my interpretation of Coral. I hope you liked the way that I colored her, and thank you so much for sending this character to me. She's really awesome and really cool, and I had a lot of fun coloring her and creating her. So thank you, and now on to my final thoughts. So guys, those are the two characters that I drew for today's Drawing Your Seas video. I really tried to do something different with the poses today. Like as you see, I went horizontal rather than doing vertical artwork like I normally do, but I wanted to make the character drawings a little bit more detailed than I would normally. So just trying to make little improvements here and there, try new things. So I hope you guys liked today's video. Let me know which character you thought that I captured the best, or which one was your favorite. And as always, if you'd like to join one of these OC videos, whenever I am open for submissions, you can send your OCs to appledrawmyoc@gmail.com. It is in my About page on YouTube, but I also always put out a community tab post when I am accepting entries and if there's a theme. So always check that out. Turn on notifications if you would like to be notified anytime that there is a submission open. So as always, I have all my links in the description box below. I have a link to my online shop where I have all of my keychains, charms, prints, pins, everything that I create is down there. So if you like any of my artwork or you'd like something that I've created, you can go check that out there below. I've also got the link to my Instagram where I post all of my artwork and things that I don't normally post here on the channel, and some of the stuff I do. And then I lastly have my Amino where you can join. It is a free app. You join the Appleminte official Amino, you can post your art, make friends, chat, and just hang out there. It's a really art positive place to just hang out. So go check that out. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you all next Friday at 4 p.m. as always. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye!